Between the visiting team, the Valley Wildcats, and your home team, your Weeks Majors, we welcome everyone to the Weeks Hockey Fight Cancer Game as part of the Nova Scotia U18 campaign to support the Canadian Cancer Society. Cancer is the leading cause of death in Canada. New advancements in research have helped Canadians live and survive cancer. Every little bit helps, and our donations will become part of the fight here in Nova Scotia. We welcome the Valley Wildcats U18 team joining us this afternoon in supporting the Hockey Fight Cancer cause. We would like to thank a couple of corporate sponsors who have made a generous donation. Central Nova Subaru, McGregor Industries, and Green Pump Energy. Thank you to all for supporting our campaign with online donations, sponsors, our bake sale, Chuck the Puck, which we'll have in the second intermission, and buying a sweater. Now we want to introduce the people at center ice. We have Joanne Sim, Mike Sim, and Reese Sim, and on the bench, and on our bench is John Sim. They will be taking turn in our ceremonial face-off in the honor of Huey Sim. Huey Sim is a former long-time coach of the Weeks U18 major program. Huey's passion, leadership, and unwavering commitment to youth hockey has left a lasting impact of generations of players and families. Huey passed away in 2020 through cancer. We would honor his legacy both on and off the ice. Now we would ask Hugh Sim and the captain of the Valley Wildcat, Jesse Sinclair, to come to center ice for the ceremonial face-off. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please rise and remove your hats for the playing of Old Canada.
And welcome your folks to the Pictou County Wellness Center for this game between the Weeks and the Wildcats. A ceremony there at the start. It's a hockey fights cancer game here. Puck drop was taken by Sinclair and Sim in memory of Huey Sim, who unfortunately passed away due to cancer, and this game is in his honor and his legacy, as well as all the others who have lost their lives, families who have lost loved ones to cancer. Puck drop is about to be underway. For the first period. And here we go. Weeks versus Wildcats. And there'll be a battle for it at the dot. It's taken back, Wildcats with it. Seaman hands it over. It's moved up, Sinclair can't get theirs, that's moved back. Here comes Frazier with a shot on net, and it's just off the glove. Move back around. Wildcats getting possession now in their own zone. Seaman with it. He'll walk up, try and get it around, but he can't play it through. Frazier racing for it. Pugsley will get there, and he'll curl that over for Sullivan. Sullivan moving it up for Croft. Croft can't get possession of that one, so Hanley will grab it. Williams getting Hanley off of that puck, and it'll move down for McKenzie. McKenzie taking him behind his net. He moves it up. Williams playing it through. Kidd racing to get there. He's got some speed on him, and he'll get there. Playing it around now along the boards. Back behind the net. Kidd laying the body. Battle forward along the boards. Moved over. Wildcats moving in now. Fletcher with a shot on net, and that's off of the pad of Zerhando. Swain trying to make a pass. Kidd can't get there. It bounced a little weird for him, but he hands it off to Williams. Williams back for Sim. Sim walking in. Trying to get it through. He can't get a shot off. That's up. Cameron grabbing it, trying to keep it in the Wildcats zone. And it's down. Betts hands it back. The Wildcats will break it out now, but it's up, and Tanner grabs it. Tanner hands it off for Cameron as he flips that up. Bertram now walking through, and he'll dump it. Behind the net, flipped up Fleming. Moves it over. Connolly will dump it in. On the net, played off by Zerhando. Arnold's there now. He'll take a shot on net. It's covered up by Zerhando. Draw here in the weak zone now. Shot on net, blockered away by Zerhando. And that goes high up into the netting. Another draw here. One back by the Wildcats. Another shot. Rebound's poked away, and Sullivan will battle for it. Back around for McKenzie. McKenzie throws it up off the boards. Tanner can't get it, so that'll go the length of the ice. No icing. Moved up. McKenzie's there. He's got it. He'll take a shot. That almost tips into the net. Back, and Seaman has it now, and he'll look for a passing option. Hands it over. Kidd plays it in. Sullivan moves it over. McKenzie can't get that on his stick, so Tanner grabs it. Up for McKenzie. He'll take a moment with it. And he'll move it up. No one's there for the pass, but it's on net. And it's covered up. Draw here in the Wildcats zone. That's one back by the Weeks. Croft hands it over. Williams walking in now. Another shot on net. And he's no goal on that play, but they do end up scoring. They tip in the rebound. Williams strikes first here for the Weeks, and they're up 1-0. He got it at the blue line, walked around, took a shot, and it bounced right off the post and out. Had a couple weird bounces, and he tapped in his own rebound. That's one back for the Wildcats, but it's pushed through by Frazier as he rims it around the boards. Croft playing it into the corner now for Frazier. Frazier trying to get there, but he's hit off that one. Moved up now. Sinclair hands it over to Sinclair. Sinclair plays it back. It's there. Moved up. Burcham blocking that pass, and he'll try and walk in with it now. It's in front. Another shot, and Frazier scores. And the Weeks are up by 2. Another quick goal for the Weeks off the stick of Ethan Frazier. And they win that draw back. Sullivan turns it over to Kerrigan. Back. And it's moved up. Cameron picks it up, however. He'll move it. Sim can't get his stick on it. It's back. A shot on net for the Wildcats. Blocked in front by Sullivan. Played through and back. Moving in now. Hickey plays it in front. It's alive. And it's blocked again. Fletcher with a shot. What a save from Sorhando. On his back, reaches up and keeps that one out of the empty net. Cameron now playing it in, and that hits the netting. Draw one back by the Valley Wildcats, excuse me. Moved up, Fleming trying to play through the feet of Swain. Fleming walking in now. Cuts back on the boards, hands it up to Seaman. Seaman hands it over. A shot on net, and it's wide. It'll go around. Seaman can't get there to keep it in, so it'll exit out to the neutral zone. Moved up now. Williams is back. He'll try and play it through, but Fleming's there to block him. Back for Hood. Hood with a shot blocked in front, and Swain picks it up. McIntosh playing it up and through for Swain. Swain back for McKenzie looking for the 1T, but he's blocked. Swain hit off that one. Moved up. Fleming trying to poke it through. And he'll dump it in. McKenzie hands it over. Cameron up for Green, who tips it in. That's back around. Wildcats trying to get possession. There's Frazier with it. Circling, hands it up to Cameron. Cameron with a shot tipped in front, and that's off the pad. Move back around now. We'll get a stoppage in play here. Draw here. Frazier will throw it into the zone off the draw. It's back. Moved up, Croft getting there, making a hit. Moved over, Bertram with it now. He'll play it over to Frazier. And we'll get an offside. Draw here just outside the Wildcat zone. That's one back. Gerard with it, hands it over. He'll move it back. Hanley getting there. Fired up, Sinclair can't get his stick on it, so Frazier grabs it, hands it off. Here comes Williams with the shot, or Croft, sorry, and that's covered up. Weeks are sitting at second place in the league, and the Wildcats sitting at third. So a good matchup here, should be an exciting game, and it has been thus far if you're a Weeks fan. Wildcats looking to come back here. Behind the net, battling for it is Sim. That gets moved around, Betts is there. Moved over. Couldn't get his stick on it for long. Hickey. Moved back for Sullivan. He plays it over for Kidd. Kidd walking through his Sims hit. Another shot on net. And that goes up high and hits the netting. Draw here in the Wildcat zone once again. Battling for it. Here come the Wildcats. Fletcher trying to get there. A collision. It's moved up. Kidd again with it. Walking through, another shot. And he's hit from behind. No call on that play. Kidd goes down. A big hit, keeping him out of the danger zone. Draw here to the right of Meaden. Battle for it in the corner. Pugsley and McIntosh in there. Wilson as well for the Wildcats. Flipped up off the glass and it'll go down the length of the ice. Bertram racing for it. No icing on that play. Moved around. Williams moving it up. Hood's keeping it in. Williams now playing it around. Bertram grabs it. He moves it up for Pugsley. Pugsley over. Tanner. Nice saucer pass to McIntosh, who walks in. Back for Tanner. A shot on net off the pad of Meaden. Tanner again with it. He'll circle around at the top. Couple nice moves. He'll cut. Fans on that one. And Hood will get it out of the zone. And he'll try and sauce it over. Couldn't get it over the stick of Cameron. Senior playing it in. Cameron grabs possession. Moved up. Tanner. For Cameron. Cameron with some speed. Walking through, and he takes a shot on net. Covered up by Meaden. Draw here in the Valley Wildcats zone. They'll take a moment in their end to look for a passing option. That's moved up. Sutter trying to get there. Swain goes down, and Sullivan's back to get it. Moved up and dumped in. Sullivan in his own zone. Will play it around the boards to Cameron. Cameron, one of the many rookies here on this week's team, and he's having a great campaign back on the blue line. Moved up, Croft. Hands it over. Sullivan with a shot. He fans on that one, but Croft gets there. Croft backhanding it up to Sullivan. Sullivan over. Or Sullivan's on the left side, excuse me. That's McKenzie on the right. Moved up, Pays there. And he'll play it off. The Wildcats breaking out. And they'll go off for a change. McKenzie with it. He moves it up. Frazier playing it through. A shot in front. And it goes just wide. Croft couldn't get there. And they'll go back down the length of the ice. Williams will chase. He's having a look at it. He'll move it up. And Croft tips it in. And a few of the Weeks players will go off for a change. Meaden out to play it. He moves it to Hanley. Hanley up to Sinclair. He'll move it up. Jesse Sinclair trying to get there. With his speed, he will. He gets around McKenzie. The captain, Jesse Sinclair, playing it in front. Hanley with a shot, and what a goal! The bottle goes flying, and the Wildcats get their first of the game. One's the score here. We'll just have a quick minute break here. We'll be back in a moment. And we're back after a short break. Weeks scored too early. The Wildcats scoring their first off of a beautiful bottle flying goal from Hanley. Move back, Hickey. Hands it off, and here comes Arnold playing it through. He'll lose that one, and Cameron picks it up. Back around the net for Kidd. Kidd tips it up for Sim. Sim playing it up the boards. Green trying to get there. It goes back. Sim with it. He'll dump it in. Off the boards now. Arnold playing it up. Green playing it in. Arnold and Sim having a little altercation. It looks like we're going to get a penalty. Arnold throwing the stick onto Sim once again. Sim keeping his composure. And Arnold will go to the box. So Weeks go to the power play, an opportunity to extend their lead. So we'll go down into the Wildcat zone. It's played back by the Wildcats, and they'll clear it early. Burcham back to grab it. He'll take it behind his own net, hand it off for McKenzie. McKenzie walking up now, back to Burcham. He'll lose it in his feet, but McKenzie's back to help him out and take possession. McKenzie now walking up, having a look for some passing options. He'll hand it over to Pugsley. Pugsley walking along the boards, back to McKenzie at the blue line. McKenzie curling in. He'll cut back and play it over for Frazier. Frazier along the boards, down behind the net for Pugsley. Pugsley misses that one, and it goes to McKenzie. Up for Burcham. To Frazier. Frazier walking in with a shot on net, and it's wide. McKenzie can't get there. Moved up. Burcham's looking forward as he keeps it in. And he'll move it over to Frazier at the line. Frazier back for Croft. Croft with a shot, and it almost trickles in. Pugsley moving it up for Burcham. To Frazier. Frazier will cut back. He didn't see a shooting lane there, and he'll lose that one. Sinclair clears it off the head of Croft. It stays in. to McKenzie. McKenzie can't get possession. Burcham with a shot. It's tipped high. Back behind the net now. Moved over, and Frazier can't keep it in as it bounces through his skates. Frazier now walking through. And he'll move it in. Swain's in there battling. Cameron with it. He'll backhand it to Williams. Williams walking the blue line. He'll move in, hand it back to Williams off the stick of Kidd. Moved up, and the Wildcats cleared the zone. 2:05 left on the Weeks power play. Here comes Cameron with it. Walking through a couple nice moves. Pay loses his footing. It's back. Kidd jumping high for it. And I think they'll call that a hand pass. So the draw will be taken just outside the Wildcats zone. Poked through by Kidd at the draw. And that's moved around. Cameron's in deep to grab that one. Moves behind the net. Kidd there along the boards will get it. Hands off to Williams. Williams walking in, and he'll play it into the corner. Moved up, Sims along the boards. And Hood will break it out. Played off. Cameron being held by a couple players on the bench. As that's moved back. Kidd walking in with a shot. A hard shot. Rebound in front, and the net's off, and they'll have to blow this play dead. Nathan Kidd is one of the forwards who's had a lot of good chances so far this period. He's got incredible speed and a wicked shot, as well as Ethan Frazier, who's out there. Burcham with it now. Back, Ethan Frazier hands it off to Burcham. Moved in, McKenzie's got it. To Frazier, he sees the open lane. He can't get the shot off. Moved up, Burcham. Back to Frazier. Frazier will curl in again. Down in deep for Pugsley. Back to Frazier with a 1-T. Blocked by Meaden. Moved up, Jesse Sinclair trying to get it out. Battle for it along the boards. Williams coming out with it. He's going to try and play it in. Move back around. Frazier in deep. Battle for it behind the net now. Frazier moving it out for McKenzie. Up to Burcham. Burcham with a shot. Tipped in front and blocked. Frazier's got it. He'll backhand it to McKenzie. Over. And Burcham just bounces over his stick. He can't get the shot off. Over to Frazier. Down in for McKenzie again. Back. And a shot on it by Croft, and that goes wide. McKenzie's got it. He'll try and play it through. And a good opportunity there for the Wildcats to get a change as they clear it. Moved up. And Arnold comes out of the box immediately. Then lays a hit onto McIntosh. I don't think they'll call a penalty on this play, but it did seem that the puck hit the inside of the door as Arnold was coming out. So we'll get a draw here just outside the Wildcat zone. As that's played through, Hanley trying to get it, but the Weeks take possession. That's moved up by Green. He'll dump it in. Back around, Meaden's out of the net to play it. Moved over and up for Fletcher. Fletcher has a pass go off the legs of McIntosh. So Green will get it. He'll try and play it in. He's getting lots of pressure put on him. Kerrigan laying a hit. That's moved up. Cameron gets possession and he'll backhand it in. Tanner trying to hand it off. Girard now having a look with it. He'll hand it back. Hanley back for Girard. Gerard having a look for that passing option, and he'll give it to Hanley to tip in. Wildcats go off for a change. Weeks trying to catch them on it as they move it up with a long pass for Tanner. Back behind the net now, and Meaden grabs it and covers it up. Draw being taken by Kidd here. It's Pay, I believe. No, Hood. Hood wins it back, and that's moved up. Bounces in between the defensemen of the Weeks, but Williams grabs it. And he'll try and break it out now. Sim tipping it off. Kidd couldn't get to that puck, so Williams is back battling for it against Kerrigan. Moving it out, a shot on net, covered up by Serhando. Hood and Kidd, taking the draw. One back, Fleming with a shot, blocked by Serhando. McKenzie moving it up. Fleming again moving it in. A shot, a chance for Hood, and he can't bury it. He couldn't get the shot off. McKenzie in the corner now, trying to play it up. Fleming putting on a good deal of pressure here. Another chance for the Wildcat, played in front. Hood trying to bury it again. Serhando shuts the door. Moved up, Sim in the neutral zone now. Connolly grabs it off him, and he'll play it up high and in. McKenzie with it, over to Sullivan. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie playing it up, and Eisner will tip it in where Wilson will grab it. Over to Seaman. Seaman now playing it up, and that's tipped high and into the weak zone off the stick of Pay. Moved around, Studert and Cameron battling to get there. Jesse Sinclair with it. Taken off his stick by Kidd, it was. Studert trying to play it through, and it's back around. Swain backhanding it behind the Weeks net as that's moved up for Croft. Croft having a look, and he has a beautiful pass over to Swain. Swain with a couple nice moves, loses his footing. Cameron with a shot on net. It's in front and kept out by Meaden. Played around now, Hanley around the boards for Studert as that's moved up. Burcham playing it in. He's hit pretty heavy there. He's up and all right. Croft putting on some pressure as that's moved over to Pay. Pay looking through now. Handed over, and Frazier intercepts that pass. It's a 3-on-2 for the Weeks. Swain over, and a great blocked pass from Hanley will blow this play dead. Draw one back by Frazier over to Swain. Swain will try and move it up, but that gets tipped around. Williams left to get there quick. Fletcher plays it back over, and that pass has a wonky bounce. And the Wildcats can't get anything done on that one. So Frazier playing it through now to Swain. Swain fans on that shot as he moves it over to McKenzie. McKenzie with a shot, tipped in front, and it goes high off the netting. Weeks will get a change here. McIntosh shaking the draw against Jesse Sinclair. One back by McIntosh to Burcham. Burcham with a shot blocked by Pay. Sinclair trying to get it up. Moved over, Sullivan will keep it in, but they'll have to clear. Less than a minute left to go in the first period. Jesse Sinclair moving around, but Burcham blocks that. It's up. Tanner walking in with some speed. A shot on net. Blockered away by Meaden. Jesse Sinclair grabbing it. He'll circle back in his own zone and move it up. Hanley tipping it in off his stick. Sullivan moving it around for Bertram. Bertram having a look now. He'll play it up, and that's down the length of the ice. McIntosh racing for it, but Hanley gets there first. They'll battle for it in the corner. Pugsley in there to help, as well as Hood, and Hood pokes it out, and he takes possession. Hood moves it up, but that pass is intercepted, and McKenzie moves it down for McIntosh. 8 seconds left to go. McKenzie moving it in. Wilson's back to grab it, and that'll be the end of the first period. Shots 18-10 for the Weeks after 20, and the score is 2-1. We'll be back in just a moment with the second. Welcome back here, folks. Weeks versus Wildcats. It's the second period. And the draw is won back by the Weeks as they lead 2-1 so far. And it goes down the length of the ice, and we'll get an icing. Draw in the weak zone to the right of Sorhando, who's playing an incredible game. Had one of the best saves I think I've seen all season in the first period.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
That's moved around to Sullivan, up for Croft. Frazier can't get there, so that's moved up for the Wildcats as Wilson grabs it. Moves it back around behind the net. Moved up, Sinclair couldn't get a handle on it. And it's back. Wilson moves it over. Seaman. He'll flip it up off the boards. It's stick down by Croft. And Frazier picks it up. Over to Cameron. Cameron playing it in to the Wildcat zone. Back around where Croft grabs it. Croft looking for a passing option. He'll play behind him. Wilson there. Moves it over. Seaman now. Back to Wilson. Wilson, as that jumps over his stick, excuse me. Seaman now, playing it up to Betts. Betts up, it's a 2-on-1. Over to Sinclair with a shot on net, and that's high. Play back, Jesse Sinclair with it again. And he'll lose that one as it goes back for McKenzie. McKenzie behind his net looking for an option here as he moves it to Williams. He'll make a far pass to Croft and he hands it back for McKenzie. McKenzie's in, playing it through, trying to get past Hanley, but he can't as the Wildcats turn it the other way. Fletcher making a couple moves around to get to that puck as it's in the corner. And it's back to McKenzie. He'll flip it up to Kidd. Kidd back for Sim. Sim over to Swain. Swain up for Sullivan with a shot on net, and that's off the pad of Meaden. Into the corner for Bertram now. Bertram will lose that one, and the Wildcats will break out now. Connolly playing it over. Bertram's back, and he breaks that out of Connolly's stick. Moving through now. It's off for Hanley with a shot on net. That goes high and off the glass. Sullivan back behind his own net, playing it up now. Kidd there with a quick pass, and Sim can't get to it in time. That goes down the length of the ice. Hanley will grab it in his own zone. Hanley taking his time. He'll move it up. Tanner intercepts it. He'll play it in for Kidd with a nice move, a shot on net, and it's saved by Meaden. A quick shot from Kidd. But an even quicker save from Meaden. In between the pipes. The draw here in the Wildcat zone. McIntosh taking it. It's one back over to Arnold. Arnold hands it over. And the Wildcats trying to break it out. A weird bounce off of the glass. And Tanner gets it and throws it into the corner. In for Green. He'll play it around where Studert grabs it. Studert up. No one's there for the pass, so Cameron picks it up. Williams up for Tanner. What a pass and a shot, and Tanner scores! Another quick one, and the Weeks get their third, bringing them to 3-1 in this game. Tanner with the left side snipe. And what a pass. Down from the weak zone from Williams, I believe. I'll have to check that one. As Williams moves it up to Frazier. Frazier over to Croft. He can't get the stick on it. Croft around the back of the net. Seaman grabs it. Moved up. Frazier. So it was Williams with that pass, that beautiful pass that went from the weak zone to the Wildcats zone, past about 4 Wildcats players.
The winner of the 50-50
That's back now. Weeks breaking it out. Moving through up for Croft. Croft with a shot, blocked in front. And played in. Back around now. Seaman trying to get on it. But they'll have to battle for it. Croft in there as well, but it comes out. And over for Wilson. Wilson moving it up for Pay. Pay trying to get it in, and he'll dump it. Sarhando's out of the net. He tried to play that one, but it flew past his stick. McKenzie back with it. He'll move it for Frazier, who plays it around. Burcham there, handing it up to Kidd. He'll play it back for Burcham, up to Frazier. Frazier there, moving it in for Kidd. Here comes Kidd walking in. A shot on net, and he sneaks it through the 5-hole. Nathan Kidd using that speed to get into that crease. And he simply slips it through the 5-hole of Eden and gets his first of the game. One back by the Wildcats. Pugsley putting on some pressure, trying to keep it in the zone. And Meaden covers that one up for a whistle.
Time to goal, 4:36. That's Kidd unassisted at 4:36.
Draw here in the Wildcat zone. Moved up. Connolly trying to get there. He'll hand it back for Hood. Hood's up. Hand it back to Hood, and he can't reach that one in time. It's back around. Gerard playing it in for Fleming. Fleming behind the net now. Trying to play it through, but Sullivan's putting on some pressure. That's back up for Gerard. Gerard can't get there, and here's Sim with it. Sim up for Cameron. Cameron hands it over. Sim gets there in the corner, and he'll battle for it as it moves up. Pugsley couldn't get a stick on it. Here comes Hood. He's got Fleming with him. Pass blocked and picked up. Pugsley bringing it in. Trying to make a play off for Kidd. Pugsley trying to backhand it in. Hood blocks that one. Here comes Connolly and Fleming. Connolly trying to pass it back. He fans on that pass, and the Weeks will get it. Stretch pass up. Swain can't grab it. Hickey with it now. Trying to look for a passing option. He'll have to throw it in himself. McKenzie's there. Moved up, it's Sim, and we're going to get a stoppage in play, I believe, for a high stick. So the draw here will be just outside the Wildcats zone. Or no, sorry, just outside the Weeks zone. Played back, McIntosh with it. He'll play it back for Williams. Williams will move it up and around. For Williams, battling for it again in the corner. Getting some help from McIntosh. McKenzie picks it up. Nick McKenzie playing it over to Tanner. Back for McKenzie. He's got Swain with him. Over to Swain, and that pass is blocked by Hickey as he lays down. Tanner with it with a shot on net. And it looks like the Valley Wildcats are going to get a penalty here as Sorhando comes racing to the net for the extra man. And the play has been stopped. Arnold going to the box again for his second penalty. He doesn't seem to be happy about that one as he slams the door twice. So the draw here in the Wildcat zone. Sinclair will take it against Looks like Croft. Sinclair wins it back. Seaman trying to get it out, but it's up for Burcham. Over to Frazier. Frazier walking in. He'll circle back. Croft with it. He'll walk in. Croft with a shot on it. That goes high and around. McKenzie's there to grab it. McKenzie getting some pressure from Studer, but it's kept in from Burcham. Over to Frazier. In front. It's alive for Croft to try and get a shot off, but he fans. And it goes back, and Frazier keeps it in at the line. Moves it in for Croft. Croft over to Sinclair, or Burcham, sorry. That's played in, and it's tipped. And what a goal from Pugsley. An awkward angle tip there, and the Weeks go up 5-1. Cole Pugsley getting in front of that shot and tipping it past Meaden. And it's back. Fleming grabs it. He'll walk up now. McKenzie's there in the corner. Burcham now. Over to Sim. Up for Kidd. Kidd back to Sim. Sim walking in now. Green behind the net. Sim trying to grab it. Sim's having a great rookie campaign here with the Weeks Majors, because that's played in. Played up, and McKenzie will have to chase into his own zone for it. No icing on the play. McKenzie now. Trying to get it around Hood. He's putting on some pressure. Burcham back to McKenzie. McKenzie will have to circle back in as Pay's putting on the pressure now. Burcham trying to fly it up, and that'll get turned over to Hanley. Green now, playing it through. It's up for Kidd. Kidd with a couple nice moves. He's in, and he just can't put it into the top right there as it hits off the outside of the netting. That's moved up. Pass blocked by Sim. And Pay will play it back behind his own net. Gerard having a look. Fans on that pass. It's back. Cameron trying to keep it in as Gerard keeps pushing it out. Here comes Cameron. Walking through with a shot on net. Glove save from Meaden. Hanley now looking for his options. He'll move it up. Over to Connolly, and it's dumped in. Wildcats will go off for a change. And it's back. Sullivan moving it up for Swain. Swain chipping it around Hickey as he moves in. He'll get possession in the corner. Swain moving it around. Played in front. Pass intercepted, and Hickey will start the breakout. And as it goes up for Jesse Sinclair, he's got a lead. It's a 2-on-1, a shot on net. And a save and a collision into the net. Sorhando gloved that one up just fine. But Sullivan on the back check makes contact with the net. He's up and all right. He's up and smiling as he heads to the bench. And that's something you like to see from your defensive captain. Back check so hard, you know, go right through the net if you have to. Frazier now taking the draw. And that's moved up. Here comes Croft as he pokes it by the defender. Off for Pugsley. Pugsley having a look, trying to get a shot off, but he's blocked in front. And it's back. Sinclair pushing it through. McKenzie over to Williams. Williams will play it up to Pugsley. What a pass. And Pugsley on net and into the pad of Meaden, who keeps it out. Sinclair around for Hickey. Hickey up to Betts. Betts moving up now, over to Seaman. Seaman with a shot on net. That's blocked in front and goes wide. Behind the net now. Croft gets it in the corner. Moves it for Williams. Williams looking for a passing option as he plays it up. Pass McKenzie, and Seaman gets it and throws it on net. Arnold now. Moving up, McKenzie's there. He'll try and get possession. He hands over to Frazier, but it's in the feet. Frazier with it again. Fans on that one. Battle for it. Tanner keeps it in at the line, and he takes a shot. It's blocked. Played over. Racing to get there is Bertram as he makes a big hit. And it's played back. Tanner over to Sullivan. He'll move it up, and it's intercepted by Hanley. Sinclair back for Hanley. He'll play it in front. Tanner's there to intercept that pass. He moves it up for Croft as it bounces over his stick. Over to Wilson. Wilson playing it up. It's up for Hanley, looking for his second. He shoots, and it's kept out by Serhando. Move up now, Cameron. Over to Kidd. Kidd with that speed walking in, and it's off the crossbar and into the netting. We're going to take a quick 10-minute, after the 10-minute mark in the period, we'll take a quick 1-minute break here, folks. So we'll be back in just a moment with the rest of the second. Welcome back here, folks. 8:24 left to go here in the second period. Weeks lead 5-1. Draws one back by the Wildcats, and they're going to try and break it out. Another weird bounce off the glass there, but they still get it and they'll move it in. Suter back. Connolly picks it up and he'll play it in. Behind the net, a heavy hit into the boards there. Weeks take possession. Cameron moving it up. Williams with it now, playing it through. A nice move over for Sim. Sim trying to play it in, a shot on net, and it's covered up by Meaden. An exchange of words there between a few of the players. Draw being taken by McIntosh. And he'll play that through. Seaman behind the net, plays it around for Pay. Pay trying to get it, that slips past his stick, and it goes back for Seaman. As Seaman brings it up to the neutral zone. Pay trying to get there. And it's back. Wildcats taking a moment in their zone. Garrigan hands it over to Gerard. Gerard playing it up. Hanley tipping it in. Serhando's out of his net to make a play. Green now, handing over. Williams playing it up. And it's into the Wildcat zone. Back around, Green trying to get possession, but Tanner grabs it for him, and he'll bring it behind the net. Tanner playing it up to McKenzie at the line. McKenzie will play it in along the boards. Back around for Tanner once again. Played up, Bertram can't keep it in, and that'll go the length of the ice back down into the weak zone. Played up, Frazier trying to get there, and he lays a big reverse hit. Bertram poking it through, he'll chase after it. Played in front, Gerard blocks that pass. Moved up, Pay, looking over, Betts has got it. He'll use his speed to bring it up to the red line and dump it in. McKenzie's back and he'll grab it. Moved up, Bertram playing it up for Croft. Croft's in now. Hands it over. Frazier can't get there, but he'll grab it in the corner. Arnold takes it, and they'll move it up. The Valley Wildcats breaking out. Poked in by Sullivan. Over and in, Hickey tries to move it up, but Eisner, keeps it in the Wildcats zone. Arnold now having a look at his options. That pass is blocked by Sullivan, but Betts grabs it. Here comes Betts with a shot on net, sticked away by Serhando. Moved up now, Frazier. Over, Croft trying to get there. Sinclair grabs that pass. He'll poke it up, and it's up. Here come the Wildcats, a shot on net from Fletcher, and that goes out. Jesse Sinclair with it. He'll hand it back. A shot on net goes high. That flies back, moved up. Weeks grab it now. Big hit on Cameron, and he'll get onto the bench. Wilson grabs behind his net. Wilson now having a look. He'll move it up. That goes out. Williams there in the neutral zone to keep it in the Wildcats end. Wildcats just looking to break out and set something up in the Weeks zone, but Weeks hemming them. That's back for Bertram. He circles around and dumps it back in. Back behind the net now. Moved over. The battle for it along the boards. Couple bodies go down, but that exits into the neutral zone. Pugsley there battling, as well as Williams. Still battling for it along the boards as it slowly moves closer towards the weak zone. Kidd with it now, and he'll circle around. Kidd likes to score the end-to-end goals as he walks in. Couple nice moves, but he's denied by Hanley. Sim now, he's in the corner. He'll walk it over to Sullivan with a shot on net, and that's covered up by Meaden. Draw here in the Wildcats zone. 3:53 left in play. Shots 29-14 for the Weeks. Battle for it. Hood hands it to Seaman, and he'll throw it around the back of the net to Fleming. Fleming now trying to play it up. Sim blocks that pass, and Kidd grabs that puck. He'll take a shot on net. That goes high, and it loops around. McKenzie can't keep it in. We'll go back down to the Weeks zone where Connolly's racing for it. Sullivan, the Sim. Sim up. They get it over to Tanner. Tanner now, having a look. He'll play a nice pass over to McKenzie. Takes a shot. But it's covered up by Meaden. Out here in the Wildcat zone, Meaden taking a minute. Gather himself. McIntosh will take the draw. That's pushed through. Arnold picks it up. Arnold handing it over. Hand it up to Pay. Or Hanley, sorry. He'll play it in, and Cameron plays it around for Swain, but he loses that one. Shot from Hickey gets blocked. Cameron hands it over. Swain moves it up to Tanner. Tanner trying to move it through, but that play's broken up and hand it back. It's Pay with it. Trying to get a shot off, but Bertram blocks him. Cameron with it again. He'll make a couple moves around Pay and move it over to Tanner. Tanner walking in, hands it over to Cameron, who's in deep. As they'll fire around the back of the net. Pay now. Sticks poked away. As Swain loses his footing. And it's moved up now. Hanley trying to play it over. Play it in front, and it's covered up by Serhando. Draw here in the weak zone. Sinclair taking it against Green. Green will win it back for Williams. He's in the corner battling for it. And he'll fire it up the glass. Frazier's there, tipping it around. Kept in by Betts. Behind them, or in the corner, sorry. Frazier's in there battling for it, and he'll flip it around to Sullivan. Sullivan will flip it up high into the neutral. Back for Frazier. Frazier walking in now. And look at his options. He plays back for Crawford, the shot on net. And their stop to play here as the net is off. Here in the Wildcats zone. 1:49 left to go. Williams over. And what a quick goal off the draw. 6-1 for the Weeks. Williams gets it off the draw. Quickly hands it over to Green. And Green gets the tap in the wide open net. Played back, and Hanley grabs it. He's got the only goal for the Wildcats tonight. McKenzie grabs it in his own zone, moves it up, pass is blocked by Fleming, and he'll get possession in the neutral. It's over and dumped on the net. Frazier now, trying to play it up. Croft grabs it, waiting for Frazier to get onside, and he'll go in with it. Frazier now, couple nice moves to get it to McKenzie. McKenzie gets that one poked off his stick. Fleming now. A saucer pass up to Conley gets intercepted by Frazier. Battle for it along the boards. Played up high into the Wildcat zone. Less than a minute left in the second period here. One back. Or pass back, excuse me, to Hanley over. And tipped in by Fleming. Sorhando's out of the net to make a play. 41 seconds left to go. Sim moves it up. Here comes Kidd. Played around the back of the net. And he'll lose that one as he's hitting the boards heavy. We're going to get a penalty here. Looks like it'll be against Gerard, as I believe he'll get a boarding penalty for this one. So with 30 seconds left in play, Weeks go to the power play as they're up 6-1, shots 32-15. Draw one over by Kidd to Williams. Williams trying to poke it through. Swain gets possession. Swain up to Sim. Over to Williams, back up. Cameron and Kidd having some quick passes here. That one's broken up. Cameron keeps it in with his body. Moves it in now. Swain off for Williams. Williams trying to get a pass off. Swain's in there to help him. Moved up. Kidd's there. Kidd moving it up. Cameron back to Kidd with a 1-T, and it's gloved up by Meaden. And just 1.6 seconds left to go in the second period. The draw will be taken here. And that'll be the end of the second period. Still 1:30 left for the power play for the Weeks. And they'll resume that when the third period starts. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back here, folks, for this matchup between the Weeks and the Wildcats. Opening draw for the third period is about to be underway. Score is 6-1 for the Weeks. And they start off this period with a power play. It's one back by the Weeks, and they'll take it in their own zone. Moved up and in is Kidd. And that's played back, and they'll have to chase back into the weak zone. Played up, Cameron moves it over as Williams skates backwards in. That play being broken up by Jesse Sinclair, and now there's a battle for it. Jesse Sinclair trying to get his stick out from under Williams, and it looks like we're gonna get a penalty here against who, I'm not sure. It looks like Sinclair will go to the box. And he will. So Weeks now starting off the period with a 5-on-3 for 51 seconds, and then they'll go to a 5-on-4 for 1:09. Croft taking the draw here, and he'll win it back with the help of Pugsley. For Bertram, he'll walk and have a look with a shot on it, and he scores. A quick goal from Nick Bertram. Puts the Weeks up 7-1. What a snipe. He grabs at the blue line, takes his time, walks in just a little bit into the slot, finds the open lane and shoots away, and he puts the Weeks up 7-1. Bertram now back for it in the weak zone. He'll stop behind the net and have a look. Hands it off to McKenzie. McKenzie hands it up for Pugsley. Pugsley walking in along the corner now. Battle for it along the boards. McIntosh moving it up. Croft with it now. He'll play it in. Ethan Frazier can't get there as the pass is a little too far ahead of him, and the Wildcats clear it. Both teams will make a full change. Serhando is back to play that puck. Cameron with it. Plays it up for Williams with a nice move. He'll walk in and around. He can't get a shot off there as it goes behind the net. Sim with it at the blue line, hands it over to Cameron. Cameron over to Sim. Sim walks in. He'll pass it in. Swain in front, and that pass gets intercepted and goes down back to the weak zone.
Number 23, Jesse Sinclair. 2 minutes for Roman.
Weeks breaking out now. It's Cameron with it. He'll walk in, and that'll be offside. Draw just outside the Wildcat zone. McIntosh wins it back to Sullivan. Sullivan walking in now. He'll play it around the net, around the board, sorry. As it's picked up and played out by Seaman. 15 seconds left on this week's power play. Sullivan picks it up. Sullivan has a look and tries to move it up to McKenzie, a little too far ahead of him, and Hanley will grab it and put it down the length of the ice. Serhando playing it around. McKenzie up for Sullivan. Sullivan to McIntosh. McIntosh playing it in. That gets dumped. Moved up, here comes Hood. Hood back for Hanley. Hanley trying to get it back to Hood, but that pass is intercepted by Sullivan. Picked up now off of Sullivan is Green. Green to Tanner. Tanner walks in, he'll cut at the blue line. Hanley tries to lay a hit, but he goes down as that's dumped in. Hood dumping it in there. Hanley putting on some pressure, but here comes Frazier with it. We're going to stoppage and play. And it looks like Cameron and Hanley are going to the box. Ref blew the play dead and yelled both of yous. So we'll see some, or actually no, we'll go back to 5-on-5. I thought we were going to see some 4-on-4 there, but I was mistaken. 5-on-5 play now. And the draw will be just outside the Wildcats zone. One back by the Weeks. Bertram trying to throw it in, but that's blocked. He'll get some help from Croft as he throws it down the length of the ice. Hickey in the corner now. He'll play it up. Fleming grabs it. He'll try and make a pass with it when Williams intercepts. Hands over Croft with a shot on net, and he scores. What a goal. Jaden Croft getting the 8th goal for the Weeks. So the draw at center ice once again. And they'll make a goaltending change with number 67 in between the pipes. I don't see him on the roster. So I'm assuming he's a call up from the U16. I'll try and get more on that for you folks. Arnold taking a shot, he fans on that one, and he'll get some pressure from Eisner. Arnold making a couple nice moves in, but he's blocked off that one. Burchett up for Williams to Eisner. Eisner hands it off for Frazier. Frazier with a nice pass to Croft. That's picked up and played in. McKenzie with it. He'll move it up. Frazier back to McKenzie. McKenzie loses that one as it hits off his foot. Back behind the net now. Wildcats with it. It's over. Flipped up. Kay battling for it along the boards. Sullivan handing it over to McKenzie. McKenzie with a shot from the line, and that's tipped in front and goes wide. Kidd with a shot. Blocked in front. Frazier with another, and it's blocked. So the draw here again in the Wildcat zone. Sim taking it. And that's pushed through. Kidd grabs it. He'll walk around with a shot on net. And that's saved by the Wildcats goaltender. McKenzie with it. Played up. Pugsley hands it off for Kidd. He'll try and walk in with it again. Sim with it, and that's offside. Draw here just outside the Wildcat zone, one back by the Wildcats, but Pugsley's in, putting on some pressure. Jesse Sinclair, playing it behind the net. Kidd's there to pick that up though. Moved up Williams with a shot on net, blocked in front by Sinclair. It's down for Pugsley. Moved around, Wildcats get it out to the neutral zone, where Cameron will pick it up for the Weeks. Over to Williams. Williams playing it out. Hickey's there, and Hickey will grab it in his zone. Hands it up to Fletcher. Over to Sinclair. Over to the other Sinclair. In the corner now, Jesse Sinclair hands it back. Hanley plays it in behind the net. Fletcher will get there on the other side. Sinclair in. He'll play it in front to Hanley with a shot that's blocked by Serhando. Wilson with another, and it's gloved up by Serhando, who's having a great game so far tonight. Draw here in the weak zone. Hood versus McIntosh for this draw. McIntosh wins it back. Sullivan will play it up off the glass into the neutral zone where Hanley throws it back in. Bertram now walking through, and he'll dump it. Played around the back of the net. Connolly gets there. He'll have a look at it. Hands it over to Fleming. Fleming flipping it up, but that pass is intercepted by Sullivan. McIntosh throwing it back into the Wildcats' end. Swain racing for it. He'll get hit into the boards. And we're going to get a penalty against the Weeks. For cross-checking, I believe. Here comes Hood. And a stoppage in play. Cross-checking it is. Tanner will go to the box. So Wildcats will get an opportunity on the power play here. With 12:45 left to go here in this period. Connolly taking the draw. He'll win it back. Up to the defense, it's Betts. Hands it in, over to Fleming. Fleming with a shot, and that's blocked away by Serhando. Green now. Trying to move it up, but he's hit off that one. Hanley grabs it. Hanley up to Betts. Down in for Fleming, over to Hanley. Fleming grabs it for Betts. Moved up, Fleming again. Plays it in. It's in front, and they score. The Wildcats get their second of the game on the power play. Looks like it was number 88 Hanley with the draw, or with the goal, sorry. So we'll go to center ice here. The draw is won back by the Week. Sullivan grabs it. That'll get played over. Cameron, not sure where that went as it snuck between his feet. He's got it, and he'll move it over to Sullivan. Eisner tips it in. Wilson chasing. Behind the net, hit pretty heavy, and it moves over. And I think we're going to get another penalty for tripping here. Tanner going to the box again. So another opportunity for the Wildcats. On the power play here. We'll see if they can get 2 in a row. Battle for it at the dot. Cameron grabs it. He'll take behind his net, and he'll throw it down the length of the ice. Covered up by the Wildcats goaltender number 67. Draw one back by McIntosh. Played up, or back, sorry, into the weak zone, and they'll throw it down the length of the ice. Seaman with it now in his own zone, with just 1:30 left in the Wildcats power play. Over to Jesse Sinclair, trying to flip it through. Sullivan blocks that. Hanley over. A shot on net, over to Sinclair with a shot that's blocked in front. Back to Jesse Sinclair. He'll circle, pass it up to Seaman. Seaman back to Jesse Sinclair. Sinclair with a shot, and his stick breaks right in half. And that'll get dumped down the length of the ice. Both teams will change here. Moved up, Betts racing for it, but Williams gets there first and throws it back. Hood over. Connolly, he'll play it up. And we'll get an icing here against the Wildcats as they have 42 seconds left in their power play. One back by the Wildcats. They'll start to break it out now. Green intercepting that pass and throwing it back in. Fleming over. Here comes Betts. He'll play it over to Hood. Hood will circle back over to Betts. Betts with a shot, and that's blocked by Williams. Williams around the boards up for Fleming. Fleming over Betts. And it's in, and a shot on net goes wide. Back to Betts. He'll move it in, a shot on net from Hood, and that goes off the stick of Serhando and high into the netting. .10 minutes left to go. 5 seconds left on that Wildcats power play. Maybe they can get a quick one off the draw here. Studert taking it. He'll win it back. Moved up and over to Arnold. Arnold with a shot on net, and it goes wide and around. Tanner is back. Here comes Sim now. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. It's moved up. Cameron's there. Here comes Studert trying to break through. Swain keeping him out. And Studert grabs Swain and pulls him down to the ice, and we're going to get a penalty here. Or maybe it's Swain going to the box. It seems he made the contact and grabbed onto Studert. So he'll go to the box for 2 minutes, and Wildcats will get another opportunity on the power play. But first, we'll take a minute break here. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back here after a short break. 9:40 left to go. Wildcats with another power play, their third in a row. And the Wildcats win it back. It's Betts. He'll take a shot. That's blocked in front, but tipped down by Hanley. And the Wildcats get their third pretty quick on the power play there. The shot from Betts I thought was blocked in front, but it was really just tipped from Hanley. And it bounced into that left side of the net. A great tip and a great goal. It's the Wildcats starting to build a comeback here. Sinclair with it. He'll play it over. Hanley taking a moment with it. Jesse Sinclair comes and picks it up off him. Fletcher with it. Still looking for a passing option. Passes it back. A shot on net again. It's gloved up by Serhando.
Number 7, Isaac Connor. Time at goal, 10-24.
Draw here being taken by Sim, and the Wildcats win it back. It's up for Seaman. He'll play it in off the boards, try and rebound it in front of the net. Cameron gets it. and he'll start the breakout for the Weeks. Hands it over to Sim. Sim loses it at his feet, but he'll still battle for it as it's back. Flipped up high, and it's back for Seaman. He'll take a moment in his own zone. Flipped up and over. Fletcher trying to play it through, but the Weeks get back. Fletcher with it again. Hands it back for Sinclair. Up for Seaman. Seaman over. A shot on net, and it's gloved up once again by Jared Serhando. Draw one back by the Weeks in their own zone. Bertram playing it around the boards for Sullivan. Sullivan up to Croft. And Croft trying to get it out. It's kept. Oh, it wasn't kept in. It slipped just out. Bertram grabs it, moves up to Frazier. Frazier walking in now. He'll take a minute, move it up to Bertram. Bertram over to Sullivan. That's just off. And the Wildcats will clear it out. Bertram with it. They're moving it up for Green. Green loses that one, so Sullivan picks it up for him and throws it into the Wildcat zone. Battle for it along the boards. Hickey comes out with it and moves it up. Wildcats trying to break out here. Croft grabs it. He'll walk into the corner, moves it in front, and that pass goes nowhere as it hits a couple skates, and it'll exit down into the weak zone. Bertram having a look, and he'll play it up. McIntosh was trying to get there, but that pass is intercepted by Hood. Fleming after it now into the Weeks corner. Sullivan there to lay a hit, and Bertram to move it up, but Hood intercepts that. Back for Tanner. Tanner pokes it past the D-man, and he's looking now. He's got his room, and he gets hit by Seaman, and we're going to get a penalty here. Seaman not liking that call. Some choice words being said, but he'll go to the box, and Weeks will go onto the power play. Draw here in the Wildcat zone. McIntosh battling for it, but it's won back by the Wildcats. Hanley over, and they'll clear it. McKenzie will chase. Serhando behind the net. Played it off for McKenzie as he walks up now. Moved up Bertram, keeping it in at the blue line. Back around for Hanley. Tanner picks it up off that fanned clear. But Betts will eventually get that one and clear it. And we're going to get another penalty here. I'm not sure who against. Tanner, I believe, is the one with the penalty. And he exited the ice. I believe there was some type of slash behind the play. Who that was from, I'm not sure. But it was Tanner with the penalty. Eisner will go to the box and serve it for him as Tanner left the ice. I'm not sure if he was injured or frustrated, or I believe that could have been his third penalty, so he might have had to leave the game as well. So the draw here in the weak zone, 4-on-4 hockey. Flipped up high and in. Bertram will go back for it. He puts that behind the net. McKenzie's there. He'll try and play it out. Jesse Sinclair gets it in front with a shot on net. Rebounds alive, and it's cleared out. Back for Hickey. Hickey throws it in. McKenzie intercepts that one and moves it back for Burcham. Burcham moving it up for Kidd to McKenzie. Kidd now walking in with some speed. A shot on net blocked in front. That hits the glass. Moved around now. Fletcher battling for it, but Kidd's there to intercept that. Here comes Kidd walking in again. And that one's poked away by Hickey. McKenzie grabbing that. Moving back into his own zone. That's over. Williams up for Sim. Sim walking in. Arnold goes for the poke check on him, but Sim still got it. He'll eventually lose it behind the net there as Arnold puts on some pressure. Kidd laying a hit there. Back up for Cameron. Cameron with a shot on net. Blocked by Hanley. Sim now with it. He'll shoot, and that's blocked in front as it hits a couple legs. Back for Kidd. Kidd and Arnold seem to be battling here. Lots of hits between these guys. And Arnold goes down. I didn't see why. Perhaps a high sticking. So Kidd will go to the box. And we'll see 5-on-3 for the Wildcats. Lots of penalties closing out this period here. And it looks like the refs are taking Kidd off. John Sim confused, asking the refs to come over to the bench. I wish I was good at reading lips so I could see what the ref was saying, but teams talking things over. Draw here, one back by the Wildcats. Played over Sinclair. He'll play it in. Back up for Fleming. He'll play it in. It's in front. And Serhando shuts the door. Draw here again in the weak zone. And still seems to be some type of confusion with the penalty against Nathan Kidd. So Frazier will head over there. Mind you, that was a 5-minute penalty. Moved up, Sinclair's there at the blue line to grab it. Over for Fleming. Fleming to Sinclair. Sinclair in. Back up for Fleming. A shot on net. And it goes wide off the pad of Serhando. Fleming with it at the blue line again to Sinclair. Eisener's out. Racing in. Fleming with a shot. What a snipe, and he scores. Fleming with a beautiful shot top left. And the Wildcats bring this to an 8-4 game. Slowly picking their way back if the penalties keep happening like this for the weeks. I see this Wildcats team making quite the push to tie things up. Fleming with it, playing it over. Moving it up now. The Wildcats break it in. Still 5-on-4 for the Wildcats, mind you, as it's back for Betts. Williams playing it up off the boards. Fleming's there. He'll play it back for Betts. Betts over. And a shot on net blocked in front by McKenzie. Hood with it. Back for Betts, over to Fleming. Fleming in for Hood. That's tipped out of the way by Green. Green up. Hood up. Hood walking in with a shot on net, and that's saved by Serhando. It's in front, rebounds alive, and it's gloved up. Serhando shuts the door. One back by the Wildcats, up for Sinclair. Down in and up for Seaman. He'll walk in with a shot on net, that just goes wide. Picked up, moved back up to Seaman. Seaman at the line, having a look, he'll play it back for Sinclair. Over back to Seaman. He flips it in for Kerrigan. Another saucer pass to Seaman. To Sinclair, back to Seaman. He drops it back for Sinclair. Sinclair walking in with a shot on net, rebounds alive and cleared by Croft. Back behind their own net is the Wildcats. They'll start to break it out now, up for Seaman. Seaman walking in and he'll dump it. Serhando out of the net to make a play where Sullivan will pick it up. Kerrigan battling with him. Played around the boards. Seaman can't keep it in, and the Weeks clear it. Jesse Sinclair picking up some speed in his own zone. He'll fan on that pass as he tries to rim it around to Hood at the blue line. Cameron with it now, battling for it. McKenzie gets it, and he'll clear it. A minute and 55 left to go here. Hood plays it over. Betts trying to keep it in. He can't. It'll go back for Hanley. Hanley dumping it into the weak zone. Serhando's out of the net to play it. That goes around. And it's cleared again. Betts picking it up. He'll move it up into the neutral zone now. Williams picking it up and hits off the ref's leg. Williams chasing back for it, Hood on his tail. McKenzie grabs it, and he'll try and clear it, but it hits off the glass, and Betts keeps it in. Down in for Hood in the corner. Back up for Betts at the blue line to Fleming. For Betts, a shot on net, or Hood, sorry. Blocked off the blocker of Serhando, and now there's a battle in the corner for it. A couple players down. Ref almost blew the whistle there as he couldn't see it. 44 seconds left in play. Moved up. Betts with it. Back, and a shot on net from Hood goes high. Moved up to Fleming. Fleming to Betts, back to Fleming. With a shot on net. Saved by Serhando, and he'll cover it up with the glove. And Williams will go at it. And we're going to get a couple physical interactions here between the players. Emotions are high on both sides. And both teams will get a change here. 27 seconds left to go. Scores 8-4 for the Weeks. Shots 39-32. Pretty close in the shots department. Moves up, Hickey. Plays it in. Pay. Having a look now as he rims it around the boards for Studer. That play's broken up, and the Weeks will try and clear it around the boards. Pay keeping it in at the blue line. Moved up, Arnold now walking in with a shot on net, and it's covered up by Serhando. And Arnold getting out of there after he snowed the goalie. I'm not sure if that was purposeful? I don't think so. He came in there with some speed. Studer taking the draw. That gets played back. Sinclair up to the defense. Arnold now with it. Over to Hickey with a shot on net, and that'll be the end of the game. Weeks take the win, 8-4. Weeks with another win under their belt for this campaign. And the Wildcats going back home with a loss. They did make quite an effort at the end after the Weeks ran into some penalty trouble to try and come back. There just wasn't enough time. And that'll be the end of the game here, folks. Thank you for choosing High Button Sports.